Gratefulness leads to faithfulness. You're not faithful because you're ungrateful. You step out on that woman because something about her, it doesn't satisfy you no more. But when you were satisfied in her, you would do anything for her. Gratefulness leads to faithfulness. Gratitude determines altitude. Gratitude is an attitude. The Beatitudes. Get it? It does change your attitude. But it shouldn't change your attitude. It should just become your attitude. You shouldn't, gratitude, you should get to a point where you stop using gratitude to change your attitude, because gratitude is your attitude. And instead of it being a defense, it's your offense. Y'all just caught that one? What did I say? It's okay. Just give it to me in your terms. Let him go. We're going to put some pressure on him. Gratitude should go from being, right? Faithfulness. Gratitude should go from a defense to an offense. Gratitude should go from being a defense. When you first get started, it's your defense. When you get going, it'll become your offense. Instead of me trying to stop the devil from overcoming me, I'm attacking his butt. Right? And now I wake up with gratitude. When you first start this thing out, you're going to wake up with a bad, and then you're going to use gratitude to be your defense. Well, at first you're having to defend yourself. You haven't learned to pick your shield up. Oh, man. Then somebody, hey, man, stop that. You're tripping. Be grateful. Oh, okay. I'm defending myself now. But when you press on into maturity, it just becomes your offense. You just wake up, you hit your knees, you thank God for the day, you practice gratitude, you practice what you're grateful for, and then you take off. Yeah, take off. You take off. Get it? And now what does the plane do when it takes off? Altitude. Ooh. Like a little bird with my wings out. Philippians 4:4 says, rejoice in the Lord always. Rejoice in the Lord always. Philippians 4:4 says, rejoice in the Lord always. What does it say to do? Did it say rejoice when you feel like it? Did it say rejoice when things are going your way? It said rejoice in the Lord always. You cannot rejoice in the Lord, truly rejoice in Him, until conditions don't meet your standards. You will truly rejoice in God when everything going on around you do not like. And now you get to experience the joy of the Lord. Right? You caught that one? It's a good one. It's a good one. Like you intentionally God gonna intentionally put you in situations that don't meet your standards so you can meet His standard. Like discipline. Do y'all do discipline? We do discipline. Because discipline equals freedom. Discipline, you can write that down. Discipline equals freedom. Discipline is doing what you have to do so you can do the things you want to do. Discipline is like this. Play now, pay later. Pay now, play later. Whatever you don't pay now in life, you will pay later with interest. Whatever you don't pay now in life, you will pay later with interest. The interest is your life. Figure this, every 3 months you lose of your life, clocking off your clock, you just paid 3 months of interest on your life. Right? Before you know it, you've lost 10 years of your life. Life is short. What is life? Short. It's a vapor. It's a vapor. Life is so I choose discipline now so I can get the most out of my time. So now I'm trying to discipline my body, my mind, my soul, my spirit, my habits, right? Because discipline equals, if you don't get disciplined by the Lord, you're not a son. Do y'all know God brought you here because He loves you? And God disciplines those. Do y'all know that? Who knows what them verses are? What book of the Bible? Hebrews what? 12. Hebrews chapter 12 and Proverbs chapter 3. Y'all go write that down. You could just put a little asterisk, discipline, Hebrews 12. What does gratefulness lead to? Faithfulness. If you're not grateful, you will not be faithful. So, like what a lot of people do is they'll try to change their life, but they never change their attitude. And then they do it for a little while and then they get pissed off and they do the same dumb stuff again. But if you change your attitude, your life will change automatically. When leadership gets better, everything gets better. All right, I'm going to go back there and I'm going to go here. Who's a leader? How many of y'all got kids? You know how many brothers want to leave their home to go take care of their kids, but they spent 35 years never taking care of their kids, and that's how they got to the home? And then all of a sudden they think they're the solution to the problem? Did you just catch that? Some of y'all are going to convince yourself you need to leave to go take care of your kids, but you got here because you couldn't take care of yourself. Catching it? Right? So really, if you want to take care of your kids, you'll stay here and get better. Because when you get better, they get better. I spent 4.5 years without my kids. Fighting, quitting jobs, serving God, going to a home, wasn't even on drugs, 2 years following the Lord. Both of my kids live with me. Both of my kids are drug-free. My oldest daughter saved, surrendered, everything. Crazy. At the right time, God had me ready. My baby mama actually overdosed and died. And that's how I got my kids, because I was in the right place, doing exactly what I was told. You know how hard it was to surrender that to God? Surrender my kids to God? Surrender my baby mama to God? Knowing the situation wasn't right, but knowing if I didn't follow God, it wasn't going to be right anyway? You know how bad it hit my pride? Brothers prayed for me in the home. I prayed, I fasted, I fought, I cried, and I obeyed, and I submitted, and I put it on the altar. Even right now, I'm putting stuff on the altar. What are you holding on to in your life that you need to put on the altar? Your kids are your idol. Your woman is your idol. Your wife is your idol. Your money is your idol. Your job is your idol. What you want to do is it's your God. Right? Make sense? God promised Abraham a son and then asked for it back. God will promise you something, give it to you, and then ask for it back because he wants to be number one. It says, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your. Then he gives it to you and then asks for it back because he wants your heart. Write that on your heart. Dang, that's crazy. Look, it'll make sense when it happens to you. It makes sense when it happens to you. Gotta ask for that. You'll ask for a woman, gotta give you a woman and say, give it back. Meaning he wants you to put him first. And then you have to trust him that the woman really came from him, so you have to let it go. I literally had to give up ministry. In my mind, say, God, I'll quit this right now. I'll give it all up, Lord. Right now, I'll quit. I'll go somewhere else. You're gonna be the pastor. What? Right? Real conversations. I had to surrender in my heart. And then God just, here, take it back. Man, that's okay. Real conversations. All right, we're going to go Hebrews 12. Anybody got any questions? So all I'm trying to do is cultivate a heartbeat in you right now. You don't have to know the answers. You really don't have to remember everything I said. You just got to catch the heartbeat of heaven. Heaven is a heartbeat. It's a heartbeat. Knowledge puffs up, love. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth. Proverbs 4:23, but above all things, guard your. Look, changing your life is not so much about what you stop, but what you start. That makes sense?